Jayskull.
Yes, of course it is. Yeah, that was a bit.
I love how I get into it and you're just like,
that is zesty. That was zesty.
Yes, that was very zesty. See, I was all into it, and then you answered like Jeff Goldblum going, yeah, well, anyway.
Let's
He-Man.
move on. No, hey, look, you should be joyous. You should be full of zest because I think we're talking about a pretty cool episode tonight, Jason, on the Power of Jayskull.
Any episode with dragons is cool. Yes.
Kinda
Even if
works.
it doesn't have Granomir in it.
Though there is one major concern that I've already addressed with you privately that will need to be raised throughout this episode.
Oh, sure. Yes, because I agree. After watching this, yeah, there's
I have concerns.
definitely a Will Smith football movie type of concern.
Yeah, definitely. But it is a fun episode, and I was thinking about it afterwards. Why did I enjoy it that much? I just think like all cylinders were firing. Like the formula really works here. You know what I mean? Like even the gags for some reason work better than they do in some other episodes. So yeah, it was this. I don't know what in the pantheon on the fandom what people think about this episode, but it's very strong.
It definitely has a lot of Masters of the Universalness to it. You've got Skeletor with his great big plans. You've got dragons. You've got big fights. You got Orko being silly. You have some new action figure who mostly just stands in the background and doesn't do anything. Like, I am available in stores. The whole time Jitsu was standing there, I was just like, please don't sound like I think you're gonna sound. Please don't sound like what I think you're gonna sound.
Yeah.
Skeletor! We have to go over here. I'm like, oh god, they did it. They did it.
Well,
why? Every single time, why? Oh,
like it is like his expression on his face and the way it's animated is similar to US propaganda posters in World War II descriptions of the Japanese.
Yeah.
Like it's that level of inappropriate.
Jitsu is not only, in my opinion, the worst Masters of the Universe character, he's the worst Masters of the Universe figure, too. At least the old figure had the chopping action to it, which, first of all, that's kind of stereotypical and racist in itself. But the Origins figure is just, hey, did you like the chopping action? Too bad! You don't get it anymore.
Well, to me...
Well, at least we still get Mechanic! Do you, though?
Well, I think as a figure, though, it felt very much out of place in some ways. It felt more out of place visually than Rio Blast. You know, it was like on the fringes of, you know, that.
I still think Rio Blast was supposed to be a Brave Star figure.
Yeah.
They're just like, we can't put him in this wave. Give him to Masters of the Universe. I don't care if he doesn't fit. They have a bunch of snake men over there. It's fine. It's fine. He fights Ratlord because he's a cowboy.
Yeah. My boy gets a couple of moments in this episode, which I'm pretty happy with. Stratos, which I always, when I watch him in the filmation version, I kind of don't want him to talk now because it takes away.
Avion is being attacked by Skeletor. It would sound so much better. Hey man, Avion is being attacked by Skeletor. Come with me, you wee daft lad, and bring her with you. I want to give her a good open mouth slap to the face. And then next thing you know, a fist punches him in the face. Teela is like, you just try it.
Skeletor's plan in this episode's not bad as far as Skeletor's concerned. No, even I was on board with the concept. I'm like, yeah, I'll see how that kind of works.
There was something amusing about the opening where Skeletor was talking about his plan, and he's holding the pearl, and he's just going, ha-ha! Yes, Merman found this in the swamp of mud. I traded him a Pokemon card for it. He's such an idiot. I'm just like, you barter with your minions?
When you just
Skeletor. See, now that is the thing that you would know something was wrong, that if Skeletor bargains with you, it's something he really wants. But if he's just like, give me that roll of toilet paper, then he's just Skeletor being a jerk. But yeah, I just found that funny. It's like, hey, yeah, Merman could have taken over the world, but he's such an idiot. I take it. Wha!
U.S. National Weather Service.
Man, you're getting those weather messages, aren't you?
Yes, it's West Texas in the spring.
It's interesting.
This is Amazon. You're going to die in 5 minutes. Please make peace with whatever god you worship.
Now, as for the heroes, like I mentioned, we have Stratos. We also get Ram Man, who, guys, the only thing is like, did you have to add the stereotypical spring sound effect? Everything boing, boing.
Yes, they did.
They did.
They did.
However, in this particular episode, 2 times Ram Man has a collision, right? 2 times he has a collision with a wall, I think.
Yep.
And in both occasions in this episode, he is visibly concussed. They animate him as if, because the only thing that was missing was the little bluebirds around his head.
It would have been little. It would have been little
his
Orkos.
Eyes are spinning, and he's like, da, da. So I'm going, no, this was once a very highly intellectually smart guy who one function as a He-Man figure to ram things is really the reality is it's just a one-way road to major brain trauma.
See, I like to think that he's one of Man-at-Arms' victims, that he was like Stephen Hawking, who was in a wheelchair, and Man-at-Arms walked in one day going, guess what I can do for you? I can fix you. And he's like, oh.
Except your legs. I will bind them together.
What did you replace my legs with? All these springs? Boing, boing. My legs are actually going boing, boing, boing. What am I supposed to do with these? And why am I wearing this helmet?
And not a great
run towards
helmet.
that wall and find out. It's awesome.
Not a great helmet.
Not really.
I'm concerned about Ram Man. And I'm like,
yeah.
Him like now, because it's like, dude, if I'd hit my head as much as you, I would be like, like as well. So, but
the new adventures of He-Man are actually pretty good. Oh my God, he's concussed.
He actually funded it. He was one of the main, financiers for the project.
Revolutions was too woke. I use words like woke. It makes me feel really smart.
I don't look. We love all the He-Man characters mostly, but out of the first generation, I'm sorry, Ram Man, you were the worst. You were the last that I got as a kid in that generation, and I was happy for it. Because really, you couldn't do a lot with him as to play with him as a toy. And,
well, he didn't have the arms that moved or anything, but I liked the, push him down, he goes, and then just, he was like one of those half circle rubber things that you push down and it pops up randomly. I loved that. I loved Ram Man.
Yeah, because you couldn't pose him or anything, you know what I mean? And I don't think I'm alone in the thinking, because even the writers here don't know how to animate or do anything with him.
Guys, He-Man, what should we do with that wall right there? Well, Ram Man, first thing we need to do is wipe that drool off your chin and then just run towards it.
I learned something else from this episode too. Eternia is extremely lucky Orko isn't malevolent, because all he would need to do is clone himself Agent Smith style and literally invade and take over. Even Skeletor couldn't hold back from thousands of Orkos running at him. No. And that's what's established in this episode. Like, he can clone himself.
I saw a custom figure earlier, and it was called Orko.
What?
And it was basically Orko with Skeletor's face and like bony hands and everything. And it's supposed to be from an alternate universe where Orko is Skeletor.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Now,
visually it'd be interesting.
He-Man would be screwed. Everyone would be screwed if Orko came to Eternos and was just like, it's the king. Boom, you're dead.
But the thing is,
what's your plan? Oh, my plan is this. Boom, Man-at-Arms is dead. That's my plan. Want to see another plan? Throw your sword down, bitch.
Though, he's so like you don't really fear him because he's a bumbler. He'll make mistakes.
Yeah.
But he didn't bumble making those clones. That was
No.
pretty easy for him.
No,
Makes him
he
a
made
threat
evil
now.
clones too, in my opinion.
Yeah,
They
because
were
ready
all
to,
evil.
they were ready to punch on.
They
gonna
were.
get
They
into
were
a
ready to kill
brawl.
each other. You imagine if that anger and that hatred had been turned outwards? Eternia would be in ruins. Orko would be sitting on a pile of bones in a throne going, butterfly!
I like the dragon designs. They are still kind of simply animated, but they still look threatening enough. You know what I mean? They've gone with the what I call peach dragon design, where it's kind of got a big belly. You know what I mean? But it still kind of make it scary, you know. And I like the dragons. I like the idea of the dragons still. Like you don't want to F with the dragons, except Man at Arms, who freezes one and immediately wants to experiment on it.
Yeah. What the heck? There's something wrong with him.
Dude. No,
See,
looking for an excuse.
Orko has an alternative Man at Arms at his side, and except he's called Man of Harm.
But yeah, look, it's the whole idea of I thought it was good in the fact that a lot of the really good stuff in this episode also happened on the bridge of Castle Grayskull.
Yes.
They kind of utilized that space kind of well.
I liked that Skeletor got Grayskull.
Yeah.
He took it over. He won. I liked that. I mean, he didn't keep it, but he came pretty darn close. He came closer in this episode than he had in a long time. And there's something... I'm sorry. I wanted to see Skeletor win once in a while. I always wanted to see Skeletor win. I would have been a happy little boy because Skeletor was my favorite.
Yeah. But, he's always prepared, Skeletor. And I think it's a scene that it was a missed opportunity they didn't animate, would be the scene where he has all his minions put sky sleds in certain locations. Because how else can you explain that he does a whistle and a sky sled comes out of a hole near where he is? So.
Beast Man, put a sky sled here. Why, Skeletor? Just do it. You'll thank me later.
One by the swamp. I want the other one over here. Well, it's good.
This one, just leave it parked with the engine going. I did like that bit around the end whenever he was starting to get defeated, and he kept saying, well, at least I still have the pearl. Oh, no! Well, at least I still have killed the sorceress. Poof. Oh, no! Well, at least I still have Grayskull. God damn it! All right, just jumps on the sky sled and flies away. He was trying so hard to get a W right there, and, one of these days he will. I believe in you, Skeletor.
Yeah. Like, this is like an episode 2 that, like, ages well, because I also think the characters are really behaving. Even He-Man in this episode, and even Adam, I feel, has got a bit more to do in this episode as well. Everybody,
yes.
Teela maybe not so much, but yeah, it's just a well constructed. Like, it's nothing new and fresh about it, but like you said, we get further along than we've ever kind of gotten before, and I love the lore of the dragons, and Hey, I thought it was good. And my boy Stratos was in it. So, rock and roll. When was this? What episode? Is this first season? Second season?
I want to say it is one of the first ones because I'm trying to...
It feels like it's got the money of one of the earlier ones. You know what I mean? Like, they still had a budget then?
I want to say it was one of the early episodes because I decided to start going in chronological order because we were just kind of jumping around a bit because we are a little attention deficit.
Yep.
But let's see. Masters of the Universe. Oh, that's the comic book. That's not what I need. Why are you not showing me an episode guide? Oh my gosh. Episode guide. I may edit this part out. I don't know yet. Okay, so the Dragon Invasion was episode 4.
Wow, there you go. This has got money behind it.
So this comes after the Diamond Ray of Disappearance, Teela's Quest, and Colossor Awakens.
Wow, did Jujutsu get on the... I always thought that was like wave 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess they had plans to release the... I guess they had plans to release the figure later, and they're just like, let's put him in the back, because it kind of felt like he was added as an afterthought.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't do anything. He just stands there in the background going, oh, yeah, Skeletor, let's go fight the castle. And I'm just like, ugh.
I feel
want
like
some rice
now
and some
he
wonton noodles.
released later on, though, because I reckon they released the episode and everyone went, you know what? This is kind of racist. And
they didn't care about that.
Release.
They didn't care about that whenever... no, they literally did not care. Let's see. Jitsu was released he was promoted as the evil master of martial arts. And it does not say when he was released.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is the worst ever.
That's not good
information. The character's name in the series Bible is Chopper.
What did they kick with Chopper?
I don't...
Chop.
They probably got a phone call one day. I hear you're making a TV show. It's got my name in it. If I was you,
it would be a real Chopper
that.
read. Unless I could get 50% of the profits. He'd be looking to make money.
And I want to give him his voice. E-Man. Want to see me gun, E-Man?
You know what? That is true about He-Man. He-Man and Master Universe. Missed opportunity was getting a good Australian voice in there. Really
you'd have to have an American doing a fake Australian accent. You couldn't
no.
have real Australians. We all know this.
Yeah, well, that's upsetting. You know what else is? I got fooled in this episode. That's why I'm slightly upset at this episode.
1984 was whenever he was released.
So he wasn't that far away because this was 83.
He's like 2 years later. So they were planting the seeds early for wave 4, I think.
Yeah, they were rolling it out. I mean, it was gone. It was done and dusted by 87. I think it was done. The toy lines. Well, in the fact that they were still making it stuff, but no one was buying He-Man stuff at that point. They'd moved on to yeah. Hey, you know what? I got fooled in this episode, which is annoying a little bit because I thought this episode was about teamwork. Because in the beginning of the episode, in the creation of Orko, the other Orkos, Adam says, it's all about teamwork. You have to work together as a team. So I'm like, okay, there's your moral. But no. It's basically be good to animals, you little cretins.
Well, yeah. I mean, those dragons were abused in this episode.
Yeah. So, that kind of threw me off, too. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. They were kind of mean to those dragons, weren't they?
Yes, they were. Well, speaking of being mean, I have to tell you about next episode on the Power of Jayskull, because we are going back to what I'm sure is your favorite incarnation of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. We're going to be revisiting the new adventures of He-Man and an episode called Sword and Staff, which I'm assuming they're talking about the infection.
Right.
Because it's every bit as pleasant as the TV show. You know what? You got to take the good with the bad. You take the good, you take the bad, and before you know it, then you had the facts of life.
I'm going to go into open, because you made a prediction to me outside of this show and said to me, you never know, there could be a good one.
There could be.
There could be a good one. So, you know what? I'm going to take that literally and go, maybe there is a good one here. Yeah. I will be shocked.
My expectations are low, but that just means it's going to be easier to surpass them.
I've never seen such a misguided, commercialized, almost pungent television series as the new adventures of He-Man.
It is
just
really
because of what it represents. Just because I've got that knowledge around why it exists and what they're trying to do and what I'm watching. It's really gross in many ways.
It really is. And it just looks bad. It sounds bad. Everything's bad.
It's a fusion of other shows. Like, instead of sticking with the one show, the one thing you had with it was your own voice in He-Man Master Universe and just try to slightly alter that. No, you go, oh, you know what's big at the moment? G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles, things like that. And it's like That's what it reminds me of.
Get a cheap foreign animation studio to make this ASAP.
Exactly.
Oh, his frown lines disappeared halfway through the scene. It don't matter. This is just for kids.
And even with all that, Jason, just zero character development. The only shining light, and I know is because I thought about it after you said it. I disagree with you when you first said it. At least the guy who's doing Skeletor's voice is trying to bring something interesting to the table.
Yes.
I'm not even going to say the script. I put it to the voice artist who is trying to infuse his own kind of flair. See, the figure looks really cool, actually.
Oh, I don't know if you watch the episodes whenever they air on our YouTube channel, but whenever we were talking about the original release of the action figures, we were talking about how we didn't know what the Skeletor figure looked like. I found what the Skeletor figure looked like, and it is literally the worst action figure I've ever seen. It does not even look like the redesigned Skeletor. It looks nothing like this. It looks like a round head that has a skull painted on it. And it was so bad.
Mismanaged from a toy manufacturing level.
Yes.
No, that's just shocking. No. Either way, so you let's face it, you enjoy this. You can't wait to know that that in my future, as we finish the show, I have to watch that episode. So I know you get a kick out of that at least.
I do.
And I'm sure, and hopefully the audience gets a kick out of torturing us by this show. Jason, let them know how they could continue to torture us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please visit the YouTube video description below and check out the link to our Patreon. For every $5 donated, I will make sure that VHS Jace has to watch an episode of The New Adventures of He-Man. And of course, you can also become a YouTube channel member by donating as little as $5 a month. You get episodes early, you get extra junk, you get fun stuff that nobody else gets. You may get some saucy pictures of VHS Jace in the shower. I don't know, I don't judge. But it's all for the low, low price of $5 a month. So please give off and give a lot. Give us money. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, let's get out of here. I was going to come up with a joke about that shower thing, but really it's just going to be great.